Hi, I spotted one of the most unusual real estate listings I've ever seen because I get like email alerts and stuff. This is how you find places. This is how you keep your ear to the ground and know a particular location. In my case, my business park here and surrounding areas. So I have all these email alerts that pop up when various places are for sale that meet certain criteria and stuff like that. So anyway, a pro tip there. Look at this place. This thing popped up and I looked at this and at first I thought, oh, this is one of these photoshopped jobbies, right? Because you can get all these modern real estate listings. They actually, instead of getting real furniture in to take photos and stuff, which is a thing you can hire if you're selling your place, you can hire like a decorator to come in and they bring in all this fake furniture and these stick weird artwork up on the walls and they put plants and all sorts of things like that and they light it up properly and all. It looks very wanky, but that's all very expensive to do. So you can actually get companies that specialize in like adding digital furniture and stuff, like they just Photoshop furniture into listings. So I thought this is like this uncanny valley kind of thing. If you don't know the concept of the uncanny valley, it's when like a robot, for example, if a robot looks like a robot, then your mind just goes, oh, it's a robot, isn't that cute? But then if you make it more human like, you go, oh yeah, it's still a robot. But if it gets like 95% of the way there to human, you just like your mind just does a double take. And you think, is that human? Is it? No, there's something weird going on there. I've got the heebie-jeebies. Like something strange is not quite right there. Your mind just goes, the human mind is very good at picking up, really minute differences like that. So it's called the Uncanny Valley. Anyway, you can go look that up. And it applies to anything, really. It can apply to all sorts of different things. And I thought, yeah, this is like Photoshop, because I immediately thought, well, this is a bit weird. Just have a look here. Like, you've got things like just like the open bathtub, the open toilet over here, right? Just staring at your lounge room over here, and then your kitchen's right here, and these chairs look photoshopped, but this is actually not photoshopped, believe it or not. And then like you've got like commercial office ceiling tiles here, just like I've got in my office. Can you see? No, you can't see. There you go, yep, up there, right? The commercial office ceiling tiles, right? So I thought, what the heck's going on here? And then it dawned on me. It took me an embarrassing amount of a few seconds to realize what was happening here. And can you guess what's actually going on here? Well, and also you can see out here, there's a balcony, so obviously like it's an apartment type thing, and what looks like a cubicle over there, because it is a cubicle. If we have a look at the other photos here, you can see that, well, there's another one, right? So this is actually a real room. They actually have, you can walk in here. They've got the real furniture and everything, okay? And here's where you start to go, right. Yeah, they've got this Dilbert cubicle here, and it's got a desk with brochures, and where the person sits here, and then this is strategically designed, actually. The salesperson sits here, and the couple, because there's two chairs, usually it's a couple, sit here and they face out so that they can see the gorgeous view. They don't do it the other way so that they're facing the wall. That's it's all psychology. Sales is all psychology. Anyway, yeah. So yes, this is a display suite, and there's the thing. It's got a really good view, actually. And yeah, there it is. This is the Atlas Norwest building. This is in my business park, right? And there's the Blue Mountains up there. Okay. So yes, they've got concierge services and all sorts of stuff, right? There's the local Norwest metro station. There's the local shopping center, right? So this is this is a commercial display suite for apartments, okay? And if we go in and have a look, here it is, 87 square meters, right? This is why it popped up on my radar. This is actually on the commercial real estate website, because I got alerts for, I've done videos on this before, multiple ones, about how, I'm always looking for a bigger office. I don't have windows here. I'd kill to have a balcony like that and views and, open the door and get fresh air and stuff. And, 87 square meters, that's in the ballpark of, what I'd be looking to buy if a, bargain ever come up. Unfortunately, prices have not dropped here in the Norwest Business Park, or just commercial real estate in general around here, even though the local area, Borkham Hills, I might do another video on this, trying to find the cheapest house in Sydney, as I've done before. Anyway, I might do that after this, actually. But yeah, here you go. Located in popular top floor office, concierge, free use, blah, blah, blah. Solid investment opportunity. Features a perfect combination of open plan area for workstations and private executive offices. It's currently leased by a property developer as an office and home display showroom. So yeah, they're obviously showing you what this looks like. Obviously, you wouldn't have a layout like this, right? It's not some ridiculous open plan thing. They're just showing you like the fit-ins and what the look, what type of tiles you'd use, and or what the mirrors would look like, what the freestanding bath's going to look like, and all that sort of jazz, right? So, and what the floor tiles, we've got the marble floor tiles here, and what the kitchen's going to look like. So you can just walk around and get a feel for it, even though the actual space itself you wouldn't get an apartment like this, obviously. You're not going to sit on your dunny over here, just overlooking your kitchen and your lounge room. Although, I don't know if you've actually seen it, I know you can get like studio apartments and stuff, but like this is a lot bigger. And of course, that's why it's got the commercial ceiling tiles, because this is in a commercial office complex. There you go. So it's actually currently rented out to 2024, 36 grand. For 87 square meters. Get my confuser out here. What is that? 87 square meters. So 36, 540, is it? Divided by 87. How much a square meter? 420. When I had my 100 square meter unit, I was paying 300 per square meter. So that, 420's, it's expensive because it's like, it's top floor and it's in a good building with concierge and all sorts of stuff. So, there you go. My one I rented was not nearly as good as that. Wow, look at this. 3.5% rental increase. Geez, inflation's more than that. So, yeah, if you don't know, commercial office leases here in Australia will typically have written into them by default a CPI. It's not tied to CPI or greater of CPI or 3.5. Oh, okay. So that one is actually written in as greater than the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, as we call it here, which is the government's official inflation rate, which is complete BS because it doesn't include all the important stuff. So it's artificially low. But or 3.5%, whichever is greater. So every year it goes up. And they've already got a 3-month bond. So there you go. You can buy this as an investment. And $11,000 outgoings. I've mentioned this before. The tenant usually pays outgoings, which is, to maintain the building, maintain the lifts and the, all the concierge, pay the concierge wage of the concierge person and all sorts of wanky stuff like that, to clean the toilets and stuff like that. So someone on Twitter, I shared this on Twitter, and somebody asked, is that toilet plumbed? No, you would not have this. In buildings like this, they're designed so that individual office suites generally don't have toilets in them. There you have one shared, just like here. I've got one shared toilet down the end of the corridor. So you generally have male and female toilets down there, and you have a disabled toilet as well, which usually has like a shower in it. So, you get to work. End of trip facilities, as they call it. They're becoming more common for the new buildings. I've mentioned those in previous videos. But yeah, this would not be plumbed because I don't even think that's possible. You would have to drill through the slab to the floor below to actually install pipe plumbing to get. So if I wanted to install a toilet in this office, I don't think it would physically be possible. And Strata wouldn't allow it anyway. They go, why? Just use the common one down the corridor. If you don't like it, bugger off, kind of thing. So yeah, this is a display suite. I just thought that's, the most unusual listing I've ever seen. There you go. But I could, I could buy this. I can't boot them out until, I could buy 87 square meters, but that would, they don't. So that's probably at 87 square meters. I'd put that at generally going for over 10,000 a square meter here in the business park, especially for a high-end building like this one of the more sought after ones. Yeah, you're looking at 950, maybe even $1 million for that. You wouldn't get that. You wouldn't get that place under 870, for example. You wouldn't get that under 10,000 a square meter, I doubt. Although this one could go cheap. If I wanted a bargain, it could go cheap, because not only will you make a loss on it in the meantime, like if you actually got a loan, right? The rental return, right? 36,540 let's go, right? Let's assume it's 900K and times, oh, geez, you've got to be looking at least 7%, right? At least 7% for commercial building rates. That's 63 grand a year just in interest alone for this, although no, you'd have a deposit. But anyway, yeah, and you're only getting 36 in gross rent, and the 11,000 is just covering the outgoings, but that's nothing. You're like, before expenses, you're only getting 36 grand, so you'd be making a huge loss on this, right? So not only would you be making a loss, massive loss based on current and future interest rates, but then you would you would have to renovate this place, because obviously, like, no one is going to use this. Imagine having to rip this up. I don't know how they've done the tiles. Surely, if anyone has any idea, let me know in the comments down below. Are you like an interior, person? Do you know how they would lay the tiles like this? Because this is all concrete floor here, right? These buildings are all concrete slab floor. When I ripped up the carpet in here, I've got carpet tiles, so they're little squares, 600 by 600 or something. And and they just stick those down. But of course, you can just peel them up. Like, it's not hard, right? They're not permanently stuck down with, like, construction adhesive or something like that. How would you stick tiles like this to, like, you wouldn't want to stick them down, because you know that you have to rip all these out for the next tenant that comes in. I mean, yeah, sure, like, you can tear out these walls, you can tear out the cubicle, that's all standard, interior fitting. But all these, like, these would be, the actual tiles that you'd get. How would you, and you have to rip out all this kitchen? Is that just sitting there? Maybe it's just all sitting there and it's all just floating. Maybe they just put down a rubber thing, like a rubber matting or something, some sort of, or some sort of thing over the top which isn't stuck to the concrete, and then they'd stick the tiles to that, and then you rip it all up. It must be something like that. There's no way these tiles are stuck down the ground. But anyway, I reckon that's quite an effort to get rid of all of the, and look, they've installed all these downlights here. Nobody has downlights like this in a, oh god, no, these LED downlights, these small LED downlights. You usually get the troffers, the 1200 by 300 troffer lights, like, as you can see above me, like that. That is the most common, although you might keep those downlights, I don't know. But yeah, you would have to rip that all apart. So it's probably going cheap, right? Because the next person, the person who buys that, right, nobody's going to want a tiled office like that, right? It's just not going to happen. You wouldn't keep the tiles. Oh, maybe you might. I don't know. somebody might want to rent it, but yeah, there you go. Maybe that one's going cheap. I'll buy it at 600K. How's that? I'll put in an offer. 600K, please. Thank you very much. Bargain. And then I can just spend my time ripping it all out. Then I get a nice big balcony, a huge view, and everything else. Yeah, that'd be great. There you go. Get some fresh air. Yep. So there you go. I just thought that was absolutely fascinating. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. Catch you next time.